Tonight you're gonna see some breaking, and some rapping, and some breaking, and some scratching.
What's going on, gamers? Once I'm back here on the mic for you guys yet again. Week 4, guys. Week 4 for Flavor of the Week Gamer. It's just flown by, and I think it's going great. We're getting better each show. A couple hiccups here and there, but I really appreciate all the feedback you guys are giving me. And, just to profile what we've done so far, we've done a free-to-play FPS week 1. We did a free-to-play RTS, soon to not be free-to-play RTS week 2. And then we did a third-person shooter week 3. So here we are, week 4. We're going to change things up a little bit and be a little bit different game than we've seen thus far here on Flavor of the Week Gamers. So real quick, guys, check out Twitter. So you guys can follow me on Twitter. You guys can know when everything's coming up, all that kind of stuff, when the next episode will be released. And then also make sure you guys check out the email, send me some ideas. This was a user-submitted game given to me here for this week. So I want to say it was Tyrant. I'm not 100%. I want to say it was Tyrant that submitted this game to me. I got totally hooked on it, and I've really enjoyed playing it. And then later at the end of the show, make sure you guys check out our YouTube that I'll put down at the bottom of the screen sort of after we profile the game. So you guys can follow us on Twitter or follow us on YouTube. And that way you guys can see some of the cut-ups that I'm going to put up on the show there if you don't want to come to the actual site. So let's see here. Now, before I get into this game, I want to make it very, very clear. I do not know everything about this game, okay? I don't have that much time, but I have probably played like 8 or 9 hours, maybe 10 hours, something like that into this game, and done some team play with it as well, and really, really enjoyed my time doing it. It's a mix of two different games that I haven't really gotten the chance to mess with before, so I've really enjoyed it. I do not know everything about it, so I want to make that clear, and I'm not the greatest at it, but it's fun enough that I think everybody out there should take a look at it, because it's awesome. So without any more suspense here, guys, the Flavor of the Week Gamer game is going to be, for week number 4, is going to be Bloodline Champions, okay? Now, I'm sure a lot of you have already heard of this game, but I am overwhelmed by the amount of people who have not heard about this game. So if you have heard about it, cool. You guys can, peace out. Thanks for stopping by. If you have not heard about it, stick around because this game is hopefully going to blow up in North America. It's really popular in Europe right now. It was developed, I want to say, in Sweden. And as I said, they have they have a USA server base and they have a Europe server base. So you don't have to play with ridiculously high pings across the pond or anything like that. So taking a look at this, it is a free-to-play game in essence of League of Legends, where it's free to play to a point. If you want to unlock all of the classes or you want to get some of the special gear, but it's not. I'll go into the gear in a second. I should say outfits. Then you need to pay for a version of the game, or you can buy money to use in the game with actual U.S. dollars or euro or what have you. But to start off with, the cheapest way to get into the game to get more than the free characters, which they give you 4, and I'm not sure how often that rotates. I think it's a little over a week because I started playing a little over a week ago and they just changed. So the same 4 don't stay available. They switch them in, they switch them out. And if the cheapest way to get into the game is, you can buy money in the game with U.S. dollars and then buy a character for, I think it's like $10 for 2 characters or something like that. But you can also buy the Champion Edition of the game, which is 16 different classes to try out. It's going to be 2 tanks, 2 melee, 2 healers, and 2 ranged. And I should get into what this game is, actually, now that I think about it, from the different bloodlines. So what it's going to be, guys, is it's going to be, the way I would describe it is League of Legends meets World of Warcraft. League of Legends, it's free to play. The way it looks is very League of Legends-esque, I will say. But however, it's going to be an arena format. There's no farming. There's no boss kills or anything like that to get power-ups or anything like that. And I totally blow at League of Legends, so if I'm just butchering the game, excuse me. But it's an arena format, just like World of Warcraft Arena. And it's unlike World of Warcraft Arena in the sense that you actually have to aim to do things. You can't just auto-target and then just click away. Because your bullets won't find their mark, your melee won't find their mark, all that kind of stuff. Your heals won't find their mark. You have to aim, which is something I really, really like. I think it adds a level of skill to it. And just looking at this, guys, this show is going to be a little bit longer than the last few shows here because there's so much to go over in this game. I like it that much. So that's what the game is going to be. You guys, of course, can see some footage of it here. So, and it's going to be bloodlines. So there's going to be 3 different bloodlines to choose from at the beginning of the game right now. There's the bloodlines of Flame, the bloodlines of Frost, and the bloodlines of Bloodlust. The Champions Edition, which is $29.99, will give you the entire Bloodlines of Flame and the Bloodlines of Frost, and then you could purchase the Bloodlines of Bloodlust for like 10 extra bucks. Or you could purchase the Titan Edition, which is $89.99, which is, pretty expensive. And you know what? These might even be Euro prices, so it may be even more than that. I didn't actually look. I should have checked. But that's everything. There's so much stuff to that. There's outfits for all your characters, your different classes. There's avatars. There's titles. There's all kinds of stuff. So check that out. Tell me what you guys think of the prices there, because I have not bought the game yet. Okay, because I've been able to have enough fun with the free classes because I'm not very good to be okay with the free classes. But I told myself if the game takes off in North America, I'll buy the game without a doubt. It's fun. I've had enough fun. It's earned my money. Let's put it that way. So right now I'm just, it's fresh out of beta. I want to see where it goes. So, you know what? I don't think I can explain this any better without actually going into the game. So let's go into the game. This has run a little bit long already. Let's go into the game. Take a look here at Bloodline Champions in game. We'll go over some of the settings and all that kind of stuff, and then we'll go into some actual in-game footage. And then we'll kick it back here, guys. So we'll be right back here in the studio here for e-rev TV. This is Bloodline Champions in-game footage for Flavor of the Week Gamer episode number 4. We'll be right back. All right, gamers. Here we are inside of Bloodline Champions. You can see all the menu options here. It's pretty easy to get around. You got your chat system. You can see my name here. I'm an apprentice, so I'm not that far up. You can see I'm only like a level 19, and you can see all my gold and stuff over there. So. Again, you got the friend system over here, all that kind of stuff where you can join channels. The chat system is pretty sweet. You can see my friends over here on the left side. And it got cut off a little bit here because I wanted to make the screen big enough for you guys to see. But your other options, ladder game where you can do leagues and all that kind of stuff, single player, and you could host a game for all your friends. So let's take a look here at the options real quick for you guys. As you can see, it's really, really customizable in the sense of, your display settings. You go all the way up to like 1680 by 1050, I think, and you can use ambient occlusion, all kinds of stuff. And then volume, all that. The controls, pretty simple controls for this game. And then the HUD settings are awesome. Just all kinds of stuff you guys can do here to sort of change things up, what you want to see, scrolling combat text, and all that kind of stuff. And then also, this game does have built-in voice over IP. So I haven't used it. I use Vent to play 2s, so I can't really speak for that. But it's there. Let's zoom in here a little bit. Let's take a look at the actual bloodlines, the characters that you guys will be playing. I think first here, let's take a look at the melee classes, the range classes, the tank classes, and the healing classes. So as you can see, there's 5 of each right now. Like I said earlier, there's 2 from Frost and 2 from Blood, and then I want to say there's 2 from Bloodlust. 1 from Bloodlust, I'm sorry. And as you can see, there's all 5 of them laid out here. You guys could see the talents, the attributes, all that kind of stuff. Everything starts out with on an equal basis. You can't upgrade weapons to get an unfair advantage. You can't upgrade equipment to get an unfair advantage. Everything's equal. The game types, you have Arena, which is my favorite. Like I said, it's really reminiscent of WoW. You do have, let's see here, Capture the Artifact, which is really, it's Capture the Flag. For those of you that maybe have played like Warsong Gulch or something like that in WoW. And then we have Conquest, which I really enjoy, which is where you have to control certain territories in order to control spawn timers and that kind of thing. And it's like a 5v5 game type, really, I think. I've had a lot of fun with it, playing with some friends. We do have leagues and ladders here. Now, you have the matchmaking system that is based off of the grades and levels, and it explains all that stuff to you guys here, and as well as the leagues and divisions. So you have the Iron League, the Bronze League, Silver League, Gold League, and then you have the Diamond League. So kind of reminiscent of StarCraft in that sense. You have these different leagues that you can end up in for the ladder play, and these are your team banners and stuff. And let's see, what else do I need to show you guys here? Let me click back, and let's take a look here at the marketplace, how you get these characters. As you can see, there's all kinds of stuff for you guys to choose from here. You can buy the packages, you can buy the Funcom points, which is like in-game money that you pay US dollars for. You can see how poor I am. And let's see here. So this is where all the stuff that you can buy in the marketplace. You have avatars, titles, what else we got here? Weapons, and most importantly, you guys are want to take a look at the bloodlines, how much they cost. So 600 Funcom points or 1,700 in-game blood coins, I think is what they're called. I'm sorry, it's escaping me right now. I think they're blood coins. So it's, these are the individual characters you can buy one at a time. So let's take a look here. I'm going to create a game. I skipped ahead here a little bit. I'm going to create a game here just between some bots because my twos partner isn't around right now, and I would get destroyed if I went out and played just with anybody. So as you can see, it's going to be 3 bots versus myself and 2 bots. And you can see the bots are talking to me, The bots will actually talk back. I'm going to see if I can get them to talk back to me. I'll say, oh, really? And see if they'll say anything bad. They put some comical bots in here. So we'll ready up and get underway here. I'm going to pick out, as you can see, there are 4 free available characters at any given time. And there's going to be 1 healer, 1 tank, 1 melee, and 1 ranged. I generally play as a ranged because it lets me just sit back and do damage and be a coward. So I'm going to use the Seeker here. And we'll get into this arena play here for you guys. And hopefully my twos partner, who's actually just a great healer, as I mentioned before, will get on and help me out here to do a little bit, more detail here. I don't think we'll actually play against anybody because it could take a very long time to get a win and get some info out for you guys. So again, these are just against bots, but I'm showing you guys what the game looks like. You can see me there, the dude with the bow. And this is what the gameplay is actually going to look like here. So you could see... you should be able to see the casting bar down at the bottom. If not, then I'll fix that on the next one here. But as you can see, 3v3 setting, arena setting, there's just going to be stuff all over the place. And you can see I'm kind of just sitting back and firing wildly here at everybody. So as you can see, I actually have to aim to hit things here. I could freeze my targets. I could CC my targets. I can interrupt my targets. I could sleep my targets. I'm not all in one class, of course, but the crowd control abilities of this game are just phenomenal, and the environment for competitive play is just awesome. I got a killing blow. There's my special should be coming up soon, which should be, there we go. Ultimate is ready, and I'll shoot that off and get a killing blow. And this one should be over here relatively soon. And but this is just an idea of what this gameplay looks like. I know it's not graphically impressive, guys, but the competitive play is there, and that's what so many people are looking for. It's free to play, and the dynamics of it are just a lot of fun. So let's take a look here at some... Let's see here. We'll do some 2v2s now as I fast forward yet again. I'll be here with my twos partner, Boo, and he's going to be playing a healer. I'll be playing the ranged, and we're just going to... We'll play against bots again here. Again, we play on the ladder and that kind of stuff, but I felt for the sense of letting you guys get a sense of the game, we should just do bots for right now. So you can see we're the warm team. So there's the warm team and the cold team. So it's red and blue. So there's the cold team. We have a blood priest. He is just a nasty, nasty man. He's pretty ridiculous as a healer and does a lot of damage. So my healer here is going to be an alchemist. My buddy Boo will be an alchemist. And so I'm just going to show off some of the abilities here. And since these are bots, we don't really have to worry about losing or anything like that. As you can see, a lot of the abilities that you do have will hit multiple targets, as I just did there. We have a multi-shot there, as this Blood Priest is probably going to go down pretty soon here. There are HOTS, there are dots, there's crowd control, there's fears, there's teleports, as you guys can see. There's shields, and it's crazy how much stuff is put into this game for a free game. It's really, really detailed, and really, really enjoyable to play. As the general format for Arena, I should go over that for you guys, is going to be a best-of-3 format. I want to say there are 3-minute rounds. You can actually set timers and that kind of stuff in the customized game options, and that way you could set what you guys want to play in terms of time and rounds. But this is going to be a best of 3, so you can see warm team wins the round. Then you will reset. You can view all of your combat worthiness, how much damage you did, how much healing you did, all that kind of stuff here, and we'll go into the next round. So remember, best out of 3. Unless I completely fail or Boo completely fails or he starts attacking me or some random way, then we're not going to lose this because it's bots. But trying to get a CC off here so you guys can take a look at what that actually looks like there. As again, I got some dots running there on one of the enemies, and Boo going to be getting into things just a little bit here as a healer. Not doing so much healing as there's not a whole lot of damage going out. And you can see I've just been hit with one of the Blood Priest spells that actually just excludes my vision past a certain point. So there's even like blind elements and stuff like that here. So just all kinds of stuff, and the ability to play your class well determines whether or not you're going to win when you get onto that ladder stage. So it's really enjoyable, and there are a lot of different levels of competition. As I mentioned earlier, you go all the way up from Iron to the Diamond League. So I would definitely say Boo and myself are sitting around the Iron League. But we could come on here, have some fun, free to play game. and just get some kicks out of it. You can see the combat log. You can see the team statistics, my own statistics, all that kind of stuff. And hopefully I can get a CC for you guys. You can see the casting bar down here at the bottom now, guys, as I can hover over some stuff for you guys to take a look at. And we get a CC. Yeah, we got a CC off there. As you can see, I froze that guy. And go ahead and do some damage to the healer while his DPS is frozen. So 2s is generally what I play just because Boo's the only one that'll play with me right now. But 3 seems to be where the majority of competition is in this game, just like World of Warcraft and perhaps League of Legends. I don't know. Again, I don't know anything about League of Legends. You guys check out Twiz and Twiz's shows and all that kind of stuff here on e-rev TV because Twiz, without a doubt, the best League of Legends caster I've ever heard. So there's another CC, and again, these are just bots. I'd go into more detail, but it would take a lot of time. This show's probably going to go near 20 minutes now. So I'm going to head back to the studio here, guys, as Worm Team wins the game, and we'll head back to the studio. All right, guys, we're back here in the studio. Got to make sure I was recording there real quick. We're back here in the studio. Get these headsets off as we're out of the in-game footage now. So that's it, guys. That was Bloodlines Champions. As you can see, it's not the most graphically appealing game on the computer. Of course, it's free. But I will say the fun factor is there. The competitive factor, the most important thing, the competitive factor is there. The ladder system, the league system, the rating system, all that kind of stuff that we looked at. And again, the only thing that I can really compare it to, which is the only other game, semi-similar to it that I've actually played, which is Arena in World of Warcraft. And, thank God I don't play that anymore, or else I wouldn't have time to do anything. But the Arena aspect, I mean, the competitiveness is there. That was the whole reason WoW Arena was so much fun, is there were good players, there were good comps. You had to learn how to play counter comps. You had to learn how to play against overpowered comps, all that kind of stuff, and learn to play your class the best fit as it was in the 3v3, 2v2, even 5v5 format. So competitively, this game is set. This game is ready to go. I mean, of course, there's some tweaks that need to be done. There's some things that can be exploited. I don't really know what they are because I'm not that good at the game. But it's phenomenal. It's a lot of fun to watch. It has a spectator mode, so stay tuned for perhaps future coverage here on e-rev TV. If this thing takes off in North America, we'll definitely do some broadcast coverage of this game. It's just awesome. And and again, guys, it's free to get into, about $29.99 to get, the majority of what's out right now. And then you can get that Titan edition, which is like everything that's up and coming and all that kind of stuff. So check it out, guys. Get a 2s partner, get a 3s team together, run through it and see what you guys think. Make sure you do the tutorial because it'll weird you out if you haven't done the tutorial and you're used to like League of Legends or something like that. So, Bloodline Champions, great game. And that's, as you guys can see, I play the range class because I don't really know how to play anything else. But the melee, the tank, the healer, all that kind of stuff, a lot of fun. I have a great healer in 2s, and we've had a lot of fun with that. So, I don't really have anything else to go over with this game. The game totally speaks for itself. Make sure you guys check that out. Again, it's from Stunlock Studios. I should mention that, as I think I failed to do that in the beginning. Stunlock Studios here has brought you guys Bloodline Champions out of Sweden. So make sure you check it out. I think it's bloodlinechampions.com. And you guys can get that game, get started really, really fast, and enjoy it. So this is one of the easiest games I've had to do for Flavor of the Week Gamer because it's just that much fun. It's that easy to get into. And it's a little bit obscure in North America right now. So kudos to everybody over at Bloodline Champions. And until next week, guys, where I'm not going to give you guys a total hint this week. I'm thinking about dabbling into an MMO. I've been messing with it. The thing with an MMO is for you guys to enjoy it on the show, I need to play it for a little while before I'm able to show you guys, even middle of the game content. So that makes things difficult for doing an MMO. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to be further enough along, if you will, to give you guys a full view of the MMO I'm thinking about. And if not, I've got something else planned. So I'm not going to give you guys a hint this week, but make sure you guys stay tuned and enjoy Flavor of the Week Gamers. It's going to be every Saturday, guys. It's going to be the release time. So check out Twitter. Check out our email, which is pretty much the same as the Twitter, except it's an email address. And then YouTube. I told you guys I was going to get you guys to go to our YouTube. Head over to the e-rev YouTube. It's not going to be Flavor of the Week Gamer. It's going to be e-rev YouTube. I want to help get that going for them. And make sure you guys subscribe. I would really appreciate it if you guys subscribe to our YouTube. So check that out. And That'll do it, guys. So until next time here, my name was Eric Onsampali. I was your host here for Flavor of the Week Gamer, episode number 4. Stay tuned for next week here, as I think we're going to end up doing like 12 episodes a season. So we're getting through this pretty fast. So until next time, guys, my name is Eric Onsampali, and I am out of here, guys. Peace.